Give it a minute or two, make sure my chat's up. Still getting used to this vertical stream. I'm not liking it for Tuesdays. Andrew, how's it going? Car life? I don't really mind it. But got a part-time job as a sign holder. Hey, that's a good way to make some quick money. I did just see your email, by the way, so I don't know what it is with YouTube about sharing that in a comment. I couldn't find it. I looked in anything that might have been filtered or flagged. I couldn't see anything. But once we get some people in, if you want to drop that info and kind of comment what's been going on. Yeah, I could not. I looked in the filtered thing and it didn't even show up, because usually if somebody leaves like a link to something, it's in there. But for some reason, the only comment that was flagged that I saw was somebody from a troll. Scooter Bud, how's it going? How's your evening? It's gonna be the last Tuesday live in Nebraska. Rob, what's up, brother? How you doing? Slow today in Minnesota? It was god-awful slow today. I bounced between Lyft and DoorDash. I think there for a while I actually made more on Lyft. Granted, you drive more miles on Lyft doing rideshare, but yeah, 48.88 on Lyft. I was just looking at the app and I completely spaced off the name. And then somehow I squeezed out just under $75 on DoorDash. Very, very slow day though. Glad to hear, Scooter Bud. Big Lots going out of business here. Crazy, they opened last summer. There's been a lot of places around here that have done the same thing. Alex, what's up, brother? How you doing? Deanna, how are you? Rob, I'll be back in Nebraska at some point. You know, I'm not moving and then not traveling anywhere. I'm going to be moving and doing a lot of traveling. Carl, how's it going? I'm digging the profile pictures. That I can tell that's a jet, right? My first thought goes to Navy Blue Angels, but I could be wrong. Milwaukee, how's it going? Have I gotten a triple stack grocery order yet? Yes, I have. I've also gotten a double stack. Gotten about halfway through shopping it, and then them send me another one. So, yeah. Navy Blue Angel. Hey, awesome. I gotta say, that was a good guess. Lisa, how are you doing? Andrew, yeah, no problem. Big Lots and Rite Aid going out of business there. Mary, how are you doing? Pays $50 per weekend day starting Saturday. It's something. Oh, definitely. Watched the Blue Angels practice last weekend in Pensacola. Oh, heck yeah. I don't think I'd ever get tired of watching them. In fact, I know I would never get tired of watching them. Friend got her car wrapped like the... Oh, that would be cool. Scooter Bud, you're giving me ideas, man. Sisler, what's going on? DoorDash was worse than wet toilet paper today. It was rough. It was really rough. Her Can-Am 3-wheel motorcycle. Oh, that would be so cool. Stopped doing DoorDash last Wednesday. I'm hoping they fix the algorithm. Mary, I don't know what's going on. Well, granted, yeah, we had a decent week last week. We had a good week, but we also put a heck of a lot of hours in. So, how's the no vaping going? I am actually cutting down. I went from this behemoth thing down to this little thing. So I am cutting way back and mixing in dum-dums. I got a lot of dum-dums. So does DoorDash. But they were in Dayton, Ohio the first weekend of the month. I would follow them around. Those things make me cough like crazy. Yeah, Lisa, it is Mary, it is, there's a little bit of nicotine in it. Like a very tiny amount. I think it'll be a lot easier once I get moved. But I know it will be a lot easier. Mary, actually, surprising. I was trying to figure out what was going on with my face, and that when I first started vaping 4 years ago, they actually when they asked me how much I smoke, and I told them, I think at that point it was like maybe just under a pack a day. They told me basically the equivalent of a pack a day smoker was like a 6 milligram nicotine. So half a pack would be 3. So I went with a 3. But it wasn't actually the case. When I was figuring out what was going on with my face, I learned that there's actually a half a pack worth of nicotine in a 3 milligram 60 milliliter bottle. So I'd already cut my nicotine way down, which is why I'm not going to end up using the patches, because that's going to be more nicotine using the patches than I was getting vaping. So it made absolutely no sense at all as far as using the patches go. Where do I crash at night? I'd be leery of cops knocking on window. I have passed when I did in my 20s. There's a few spots kind of bouncing between. There's a truck stop out on the west end of town that they've got car parking, and Walmart around here allows it, and so does Cracker Barrel. So Cracker Barrel, I guess for the most part, most locations you can car camp. When am I headed west? I believe I am taking off Sunday. I got to get the car license tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to watch my bank account go. Be like the stock market crash in 29. They were in Michigan last weekend. Sounded like they were going to crash into the PetSmart I was in. I love that sound. Alex says, I'm working 7 days this week. You inspired me last week. Alex, I appreciate that. And I hope you make actually more money than I did. Wally World lets people camp. Eric, how's it going? I quit vaping. I also started having super vivid dreams. Oh, as long as Halle Berry's in them. Only truckers allowed at Walmart. Yeah, I think it depends on the Walmart. It depends on the Cracker Barrel too, but most Cracker Barrels will allow. What are my hobbies? Do I fish or hunt? I do enjoy fishing. I actually really enjoy magnet fishing as well. So, hiking. I love to go hiking. Probably going to be some hiking videos on the second channel. So, patches cause some vivid dreams too. I'm kind of glad that I didn't, I'm not doing the patch route. Amy, how's it going? Cracker Barrel surprises me. It's actually really nice because at Cracker Barrel, I have internet too. Me, myself, and I says good luck with the vaping. It's not easy. Yeah, I mean, I'm a very stubborn individual, if you guys haven't figured that out by now. So really, when I kind of set my mind to something, I'm gonna do it. I might not like it, but I'm gonna do it. Cracker Barrel and Kelly's, like Wood Spring, is a great camping spot in between the cars. What's the coolest thing I found magnet fishing? I pulled out a no parking sign attached to the 10-foot metal pole. I thought I was pulling up a body or something, as heavy as that thing was. I saw the sign pop out of the water, and then I just kept pulling, and I'm like, oh, it's attached to a pole. It's attached to a really, really long pole. I ended up calling the city, and it said, hey, there's a no parking sign out here that I just pulled out of the water. I don't know where the heck it came from, because there's no areas to park or even put a no parking sign anywhere near where I'm at. So somebody had to have pulled it out from a neighborhood and took it out of town and then threw it into the river, into the stream. That was... How long are you gonna stay in your car, bro? I couldn't make it one night. Man, how long have I been in my car now? A week? Yeah, a week. Been doing it a week. Honestly, it's been very nice and very relaxing. That's what you need, a strong will, more of a mind over matter thing. Yes, stubbornness, just like anything else, it can be a good thing or it can be a bad thing. It's just all in how you use it, how you harness it. Patrick, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? I'm doing great. David, it's been a while. I like the new profile picture. What's going on, man? When did you get a new car? 30 days ago. 29 days ago. I gotta go license it tomorrow. Yeah. And the irony of this new car, is it's actually a year older than my Chrysler was. But it's got a lot less miles on it. A lot less. Flex Spark, catering, lift. It's cool that it's in a new car because yo, definitely. It's even in my Chrysler, because I slept in my Chrysler a couple times when I was traveling, and this car is so much more comfortable. I'm showing some skin. David, what kind of car did you get, man? Amy says stubbornness is the most attractiveness in man. Well, I appreciate that. There's some traits that I just can't get rid of, and stubbornness is one of them. Cartel is the new home for many like me when my sister and her buddies came to the crib and disturbed rest area free housing. Yeah, and I mean, this car or this seat goes all the way back, with the exception of about middle of my calf down is off the seat. It's super comfortable. I ordered these two things. I think they're in my trunk. Yeah, they're in the trunk. It's a mesh thing, and it goes over the back windows, the back two windows, and so you can crack your window down, but nobody can see inside. It's like a car window screen. Really nice. Does not let bugs in at all either, which is also nice, because the last thing I need is waking up with a mosquito bite on someplace I shouldn't have one. Mary says it's a Honda. Carl just bought a car here in Indiana. They give you 40 to 5 days. Yeah, Nebraska doesn't. Yeah, Nebraska likes they want their money. They love their taxes. At least Lincoln enjoys their taxes. Stubbornness is one of the best traits for sarcasm. Well, I let my sarcasm slip. You guys are gonna see that Friday's video. I kind of lost it on a Taco Bell employee. And by losing it, I mean I stayed completely calm. I just let the sarcasm overflow. David got a 2020 Subaru Forester. Put the old Verano out to pasture. No banana bread until when... Oh, trust me, when I get out there, my mom and my aunt, they're going to be like, when are you going to make banana bread? So, I'm going to be making banana bread. You rent a U-Haul or a pod to get all your stuff to Washington? No, it's... Some of it is in a friend's basement, and the rest of it is in a storage unit. And I'm just probably going to take it in like 2 trips. I'm going to take the bulk of it out, and then in a couple weeks, my mom's going to ride back with me because she wants to see her grandson, my nephew. So I'm going to bring her out, and I'm going to be back here for a couple days, and then I'm going to load up what I can with her and take that back. And then honestly, the amount of stuff that I have, and if I would have been thinking about it earlier, the cost for me to rent a U-Haul from here to there was like $1,500. I can pretty much fit it all if I had a big SUV, and I can rent an SUV for a week from Enterprise for like $500. So I may go that route. Just rent one, rent an SUV, come out, load everything up, and then take it back. Whole lot easier, whole lot cheaper. Did you see the Strauss Saga picture I sent today? I don't think so. Let me look. No taping straws to the side. Would they stop doing that? No, so last night, as far as the Taco Bell thing goes, last night I had an order that I was going to shop at Target, and that you guys will see in the video tomorrow. Basically, not to ruin tomorrow's video, but I did like 20 shopping orders yesterday. Out of 27 deliveries, I did 20 of them were shopping orders, if that tells you how long I was out. And I got towards the end of the day, and I got a Target, or really nice Target, like 20 some dollar Target. And I'm like, you know what? It's short, it's quick. I can't say no to it, as much as I hate shopping at Target. And so I accepted it, and as soon as I pull up to Target, I get a $9 Total Will Be Higher add-on going to the same customer, picking up at Taco Bell. And so I shop it really quick. I get over to Taco Bell. I walk in. The employee comes up to me after me standing there for like almost 10 minutes. And he's like, "Who are you here for?" And I gave him the name, and he's like, "That order was picked up over an hour ago." No, I don't think so. I'm like, I just got this order sent to me like 20 minutes ago. Which fit the time because I got the customer's Target order, then the customer ordered Taco Bell, so they did a double dash, and I was able to get both of those. So he's like, "No, that order was picked up over an hour ago." I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna reach out to the customer. And I talked to the customer, and I was like, "Hey, they're telling me that your order was picked up over an hour ago?" She's like, "That's not possible. I didn't even place that order an hour ago. I placed the order 30 minutes ago." Which, at that point, the timeline fits that I got her Target, I get to Target, go to start shopping Target, get her Taco Bell add-on, shop it that order as quick as I can, get over to Taco Bell so it's ready. The employee at Taco Bell has an IQ of about 40. Window liquor might come to mind. And I'm standing there, and he turns back again, and he's like, "What?" I'm like, the customer just told me that is not possible for their order to have gotten picked up an hour ago when she just placed the order 30 minutes ago. He's like, "We're not remaking it." I'm like, "I'm not asking you to remake it. I'm asking you to make it. You're telling me that the order was picked up an hour ago. Unless you got to fly into Lauren, your name's Marty McFly, it is not possible for somebody to pick up an order that they haven't even placed yet." He's like, "We're not going to remake it." I'm like, "I don't think you understand what I'm saying." It's like, he's like, "I understand what you're saying." I'm like, "No, I don't think you understand what I'm saying. A customer places an order at 8:15. You're telling me that order was picked up at 7:15. That's going to be Friday's video. Like, explains why he works at Taco Bell. And why somebody I know that used to work at Taco Bell quit working at Taco Bell. Your seat goes all the way back. That's what you call a recliner. Rob likes peanut or chocolate chip banana bread. I don't know where I got peanut from. Queen, how are you doing? Andrew says, "I've seen tons of new Dashers in my area. Clueless on getting customers' orders. Just stand there with their red bag. Don't say anything. It's comedy." Yeah. Usually, when I see that happen, Caleb, how you doing? Just Roy Delivery, how you doing? Usually, when I see a new Dasher and I'm like, "Hey, have they helped you yet?" And they're like, "No." I'm like, "How long you been doing DoorDash?" "About a week." I'll get the employee's attention and be like, hey, I got a DoorDash order to pick up, and so does this guy. It's like, just speak up a little bit. Amy says, Charlie, I'm proud of you finally leaving the most hateful state, Nebraska. Makes you go homeless, crazy, and miserable. Thanks for leaving. I talked to somebody earlier about that. It's like, Nebraska is one of those places that if you can afford to move, you might want to, because if you can't and you get stuck into a trap, you'll never leave. And then 30 years from now, you'll be miserable. I think people would be less miserable if Nebraska's football team was good, though. My pizza bag's an old red bag. Take everything. Nothing Star, how's it going? I am moving to Washington State. Mary says they tape them on top of Taco Bell. They do. Every time I get like 2 drinks that have them taped, it's like I was thinking like Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Like that's just how I want to walk out. It's like sword fight with straws. The taco smell is more like taco purgatory. Uber does that all the time. Kevin, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Mary says that's weird. Dayquil works for me. NyQuil. Taco Bell shenanigans. Taco Bell should have its own reality show. Patrick, have you ever asked why are you so stupid to someone's face? No, I have thought it though. Quite a few times. But I try to have patience with those people. I really do. Mostly because they don't realize they're stupid. Like I said, this Taco Bell employee, alphabet soup made more sense. But I don't know why it was so hard for them to grasp the fact that a customer's order can't be made before the customer orders it. Therefore, the customer's order can't get picked up before they order it. But it was a big order. It's like, I think she said it was like around $100 worth of Taco Bell. So my guess is they probably just didn't want to make it and said, oh, it's already been picked up. That happened to me the other day. Go to pick up the order. They said it was gone. I was like, wait. Customer calls me. He was rude as F. This is what he said. Yeah, well, then the thing is, I kind of let the customer know. I'm like, hey, they're telling me that your order was picked up an hour ago. They're not willing to make it. I don't even want to say remake it, because to remake something means you had to have made it in the first place. And they obviously didn't make it in the first place. But I let the customer know. I'm like, hey, I'm going to reach out to DoorDash support. Let them know what's going on. Let them know that they're refusing to make it, so you can at least get your money back for that, if nothing else. And I'll be on my way with your groceries, because she had like popsicles and stuff. I didn't want them melting. And by the time I got from Taco Bell to her house, which was like 3 minutes, she had already called Taco Bell. They hung up on her. Like, I really don't think they wanted to make that order to start with. But I'd finally just had enough. And confronted an employee. Like, But when I realized I was speaking English and he was speaking Injit, idiot. Yeah. Sister, yeah, I let support know that they refused to make the order, refused to even remake the order. And I figured I was probably okay because if that order had actually been picked up like they said, my name's not attached to it. In fact, I went back in there today and picked up an order. Plus, I had it on video, so what are they gonna do? I would have made a big stink about it. It's crazy. The wife ordered Wendy's through DoorDash today, and when they dropped it off, it was McDonald's. That's friggin' magic. Wow, how does that happen? I've heard people say the same about Michigan, says David. Lori, how are you doing? I am leaving here on Sunday. I always said the last person to leave Michigan, turn off the lights. What is there? Isn't there some part of Michigan that Ohio let them have for getting Toledo or something? You guys from Michigan probably have heard that. I heard it on another YouTube channel. Hacks, am I dashing right now? No, I am not. It is Tuesday. I had enough fun. Mary moved to Florida? Presidential touch. Placed another pizza and hot dog order. Sounds like something from Costco. Moved to Georgia, but then moved back to... See, Michigan just never... They never let the claws out. They drag you back. Never left Michigan. Moved back to Michigan for a while. Then I got back to Florida, and glad I did. Anything that ends with quill... Coset, cotton, codeine is great creation for the soul. What do I think about Tom Brady broadcasting? I've heard him in what was one of them was a podcast. One of them was actually like an actual speech. I don't know. I think he'll be okay. Yeah, I think he'll be okay. Yeah, I think if Tony Romo can do that well at broadcasting, I think Tom Brady can. Jonathan, what's going on? I got deactivated from DoorDash yesterday. Any advice? Uber Eats. First of all, it sucks that you got deactivated. I'm sorry to hear that. I would keep appealing. And yeah, I would Uber Eats, Grubhub. I'd apply for any app and every app that you have in your market and give them a try. See which one you like. See which one works. And if anybody wants to move to Lincoln, Nebraska, and take over my spot at Hy-Vee, there are going to be a lot more shopping orders available here. Seattle metro area is oversaturated. Yeah, I don't know if they have a wait list. If DoorDash has a wait list. I don't know if they're allowed to have a wait list the way some of the laws are in like Seattle, Chicago, New York. Stupid is, stupid does. Taco Bell doesn't care to pay their employees, so of course they will trickle down to customer service. Big orders on the fly often get canceled or they forget everything. Yeah, I don't see that Taco Bell employee probably being able to get a job anywhere else. I don't know if they'd even trust him to give blood. What's your blood type? Dumb. Like, I try to have compassion for people no matter what, but there's very little. The hamster done fell off the wheel between this year and this year on that guy. Mary, yeah, I can't believe that their customer service. Like, I get if you want to, just all of a sudden ignore me and, do whatever they did while I was in the store. Like, that's fine. You're gonna hang up on a customer because they didn't get their order and they're asking about it. You're just gonna hang up? Like, the lady was there with 3 kids, one of which a baby. And those kids were really excited to have Taco Bell. Amy says need to contact SAMHSA to get help on the greatest emotional. Katchin, how are you doing? About to finish the Y-Files video while dozing off to sleep. 168 driver gig at 5 a.m. Heck yeah, Katchin, you go. Austin, what's going on? Had a bad run at Taco Hill. Oh, I did. They sent their best and their brightest were working that night, and half-wits and dim-wits were in charge. Let's do a Taco Hell series on bad employees. Well, honestly, Sisler, the irony of that is that's one of my last videos I'm gonna have living in Nebraska, living in Lincoln. And Taco Bell is actually half the reason I even started this channel. So, it's just fitting. Lake Erie, it was Lake Erie that Ohio gave Michigan for Toledo? Okay. I couldn't remember. Amy says, my voice is completely the most amazing voice I'm hearing right now. Well, and the thing I think was probably annoying the Taco Bell employee is my voice didn't really change. The tone of my voice. I didn't raise my voice. When he tried to interrupt me and then, or talk over me and go, no, I understand what you're saying. I'm like, no, I don't think you actually understand what I'm saying. The customer can't have their order picked up before they've placed it. It doesn't work that way. This is not Back to the Future. You doing your gig app still where you're going? Oh, yeah. Yeah, nothing's changing with this channel except for geographical location. Been watching Tom since Michigan days. I mean, I get all the Tom Brady hate just because as much as he won. The Cowboys got that in the 90s. The Chiefs have been getting it the last few years. Fran, how are you doing? What's colder, Nebraska or Washington? Nebraska. Nebraska, without a doubt. Tom Brady might try to deflate the microphone covers. Celebrate the freedom and get new apps, says Mary. Exactly. Yeah, when your blood thins out below 80 feels cool. Just get a new email and phone number and address for DoorDash account, says Gig Money. Why not? Appreciate that, Amy. Blonde Aussie, how are you doing? Austin says, I'm so old, got a stiff neck from sleeping, a bad sleeping position. It's not getting better. My Prius doesn't have a backup camera. Austin, instead of, and this is for anybody that's got back pain, my mom told me about it, and it works. Instead of getting like icy hot or anything when you got like any muscle tightness or whatever, just get the Walmart brand Equate, Equate, like Vicks Vapor Rub for like when you have a cold. It's the same thing, and it's like a third of the price. You go to Hy-Vee, you go to Walmart, you go wherever, pick up the thing of Icy Hot or Bengay or whatever. Pick up the Vicks Vapor Rub and look at the active ingredients. It's the same thing. Sounds like a typical Taco Bell. The one at 46th and O. Blonde, you never went really north of South Street, so. Paul, how's it going? Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm 5 more days. 5 more days. Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah. 4 more days of working. State of Nebraska wants any more money from me. I'm gonna have to start showing some leg though. Those kids were definitely hungry. Very polite though, and they even came out and helped me unload their groceries. Back when they made the states, everybody had to have a waterway, so Michigan had to give up Lake Erie, so Ohio had a waterway. That makes... I just learned something new. Thank you, Mary. I try to learn something new every day. I don't always remember what I learned, but... Still suffering with no AC. I'm saving towards getting it fixed. Can't wait. How much is it going to be to get fixed? There's a lot of people out there that do mechanic work on the side that'll probably do it for a 6-pack or a case of beer. You got to be the brightest color in the box to work at my Taco Bell. Well, the rest of them, every color crown in that box is purple. My hair is getting long. Not really. I did get a haircut a couple weeks ago. It just looks that way. Should have seen it. It was super long. Ohio is gross. East side of Ohio is nice. It's that humidity. Yeah, humidity is... It's never the heat, it's the humidity. Mary's a gummy girl. I'm gonna... Yep, I was right. Two shoppers using bot apps. They should be kicked off. That stuff should not be allowed. And you can walk around all day smelling like a nursing home. Oh, like... Never mind. I've been to the O Street Taco Hell once, though. Yeah, 46th and O. That is... I thought the one on West O Street was bad. This one just... like... It's like DoorDash. Have Pulse, will hire. Hey, no worries, Austin. Yeah, I actually have a slip vertebrae in my lower back that I was born with, so I get back pain every once in a while. Haven't... It's been a couple years, knock on wood. Usually puts me out for like 2 or 3 days. My back just completely locks up and I can't move. In Washington, you will have 9 months of wet, the annoying rain. Better than 10 below zero and 8 inches of snow. Amy says the other day I needed a donut with hemorrhoids cream. Nobody told me to get my feelings. Nobody told me to get in my feelings, and beyond that, nicotine. Bathroom was my best friend. DoorDash is such a strange app. They'll give me a catering order for breakfast and a 33 half-mile catering order for lunch, and then a 59 one after that. Dang. Yeah, well, like Monday, yesterday, it was a complete pain in the butt trying to vlog. The money was great, but it was a complete pain in the butt trying to vlog because every order was a shopping order. I think I said like out of 27 orders, 20 of them were shopping orders. And it's always difficult trying to vlog a video with a bunch of shopping orders because trying to edit down an entire shopping order into like 5 minutes, like 4 of those is the whole video. Stay calm and darn the cold weather. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of rain, like at least Nebraska rain. Northwest rain is sometimes just a mist. One inch of snow, Seattle will shut down. Yeah, I was actually in Seattle in, was that November of 2010. Yeah, November 2010. They got a freak blizzard and everybody just stopped driving their car. They literally abandoned their cars right on the I-5 in Seattle. Watching it on the news was hilarious. It looked like something out of The Walking Dead. There were just cars just abandoned on an interstate. Drew, what's going on? What city am I moving to? I'm moving the Vancouver Battleground area. Southwestern Washington, just north of Portland, Oregon. And I will not be dashing in Portland. Y'all have had it so much worse than us weather-wise. Yeah, you guys have had some flood. We had a little bit of flooding, central part of Nebraska, I think. I don't know. I have tried to avoid watching the news and social media and all of that because we all know why. Probably the same reason a lot of us have probably been avoiding the news. With the shopping orders, I think the best way to go is just show the shopping cart with all the items after they're shopped, because yeah, it'll take it. Yeah. Well, and like the first shopping order I got yesterday, 4 like 1675. I think it was 1675 4-item Dick's Sporting Goods. Had to go pick up some workout gear for somebody. I don't think they're gonna probably succeed if they're too lazy to go get it themselves, but applaud them for the effort. Oh, Amy, my mom's already out there. Driver, they're always needing Tampa help. Jason, what's going on? You're not late to the party. You're fashionably okay. You're fashionably late. Eric says we just call it I-5 here, not the I-5. People here care for some reason. Why not Portland? Have you seen the news, Sisler? Have you seen what it was like last election year in Portland? I'm not. People here. Yeah, no, I was actually born and raised in Yakima, Washington. Moved out here when I was 16. Let me rephrase. I got moved out here when I was 16. Shane, I'm in Lincoln. Oh, Austin. Yeah, Dick's Sporting Goods for clothing. It is just dumb. Like, what's next? Victoria's Secret? Well, I appreciate that, Amy. Yeah, my mom's been counting down the days for a long while. I'm a brand new man with a slick recliner and his cartel. Ghost Hunter Gal, how are you? Says, hey everyone, hashtag don't ban me again, bro. You got banned? What happened? I didn't. I know it wasn't me. I don't ban anybody. It's pointless for a human to paint scenes of nature when they can go outside and stand in it. Another reason I'm moving. Shane from east of Colorado Springs, Colorado. Very, very cool. You do gig work out there, or? Violet, how are you doing? I was on the phone with Heather, and she'll be back in Ohio this weekend. She says, hi, Brash. Oh, hi, Heather, how you doing? I've been wondering about you, Violet. I hope everything's well. Nope, it wasn't you. She answered a question I asked her and trigger finger banned her. Oh! Alright, well, we'll let bygones be bygones. Last thing we need is the Hunger Games happening in chat. I say that only because I've been watching the Hunger Games lately. For the first time ever. And yes, I know they came out like 10, 12 years ago. My message, caption says, my message has vanished. Mary, apply online with driver, call number for drivers, and ask for Lori. Tell her Catherine in Ellington referred you. There's a trigger finger now. Busy summer doctor's appointments for me and enjoying myself without babysitting there during the week. Hey, no worries. I just hadn't seen you. I hadn't seen any comments from you for a while, and I was hoping you were doing all right. I do that. I actually do care, but when I don't see regular people in the comments for a little while, it's like, I hope they're doing all right. Nina, how are you doing? Ghost Hunter Gal says, I'm moving to the Pacific Northwest. Been planning for years now. Sure. Are you just following me out there? Washington, Oregon, Idaho. I'm not one, but I'm talking about the state. Drew wants to move to Nevada. I want to visit Nevada. I want to go hug a cactus. No, I don't. I'd like to see one, but I don't want to hug one. What the hell? Oh yeah, you got to get out of California. I don't see that place getting better. Jason, good to hear. You get that car done yet, man? Catchin, always good to see you. I will message you back later. Do I have a house in Washington? I wish I had a house in Washington. If I do, it'd be a cabin up in the mountains, protected by Bigfoot. Pretty soon there's going to be nobody left in California. Wow. There'll still be people in California, but you know what I mean. Shane, yes, I do gig work full time. I know side hustle addict, rideshare rodeo, and the driven dad, but does that really mean anything? Yeah. I think it does. Nevada sucks to live, but okay to visit. Beer Can, what's going on, brother? How you doing? I hug a cactus every day, actually. It's a mental mindset that I have. It goes in with the other t-shirt that I have, I think that you guys saw last week, that says embrace the suck. Alex says, I love Cali. I've been through California once in a semi when I was a teenager. Hopefully it'll be running tomorrow. Good to hear. Eric, yes, Washington still has no state income tax. They have a slightly higher sales tax. I think it's like 9.5%. But yeah, no state income tax. So if you live very southern part of the state where you're like a half hour, 45-minute drive to Oregon, it's actually really nice because Washington doesn't have a state income tax and Oregon doesn't have a sales tax. So make the best of both worlds there. No worries, Violet. Yeah, like like I said, I don't ever, if I don't see anybody, if I don't see somebody in chat for a while, I'm never like, oh, did they unsubscribe? No, I'm going, are they doing okay? Because Violet, I haven't seen you for a while. I assumed you were still watching. Tori, I hope Tori's doing well. I haven't seen her in the chat in a while. Tori comes and goes though, as far as the comments. So, yeah, but I don't see you guys in there in the comments for a while. I do hope everything's all right. I started planning before I met you, just in case. Okay, what part of the Pacific Northwest are you moving to? Sisler doing about 5 hours on the gig apps now and the rest of my day sourcing for eBay. How's eBay doing for you? I've heard some people are doing really well, some people aren't. I think I follow, who all do I follow? Commonwealth Picker, ADH Dave, American Arbitrage, the Trash to Cash podcast. Yeah, it just... Engine is built and put together. Just have to stab it back in the car. Very good. Embrace the suck. Sounds like a Haktua reference. I don't know about that Haktua thing. Make sure you come over to Portland to buy expensive stuff. That's what I've heard. Jalissa, how are you doing? Good to see you in here. Northern California's been hot. No sales tax in Oregon. I believe there's still no sales tax in Oregon. Do you see YouTubers besides Charlie on the strips? Yeah, I don't do any stripping. San Diego is so great weather-wise. I'm caught up on chat. Holy crap. Closer to the Canadian border. Okay. Love Vancouver. I have friends who live on Vancouver Island but may go further south. Yeah, that, the San Juan Islands up there are absolutely beautiful to mention. Reminds me, since you mentioned eBay, I have a bunch of used DVDs that I'm thinking of getting rid of. Would eBay be a good option? I buy from it, but haven't sold on it before. Depends how many DVDs you have. If you're looking to get rid of them like as a bulk deal, I would probably try Facebook Marketplace, to be honest. I don't know how many DVDs you have, but I feel like if it's a big deal, 50 to 75. Yeah, I don't know if there's any like collector's edition ones. If there's anything that's like rare or really sought after. Your best bet would be to like bulk them up and do like one lot on like Facebook Marketplace. Like everything must go, and see if that way somebody, it's like maybe somebody local give you kind of close to what you want for them, and then they can have the headache of selling them. Because if you sell them on eBay, remember you're going to have to do the shipping, you have to pack them all up, or if you do them one at a time, you're going to have them sitting there for a long time. It's like, oh, I sold one this week, or I sold 2 this week, or somebody bought 5, and then it's trips to the post office. And I would, if it were me and there wasn't anything super valuable in there, I would probably just honestly lot everything up, snap some pictures, and put it on Facebook Marketplace. Let somebody buy them all up in a lot and let it be their headache. But I know we got some other resellers in the chat, so you guys chime in on that. I think it's cooled off a little bit. Has it cooled off a little bit? A little bit. David says never had much luck selling DVDs on eBay unless they're box sets for shows. Yeah, I can see that. Better luck having them with the box sets, yeah. Glad I got to participate in the live again. Thanks, mods. Even the finger. Ghost Hunter gal. We're getting nicknames for the mods. We got the finger. Shane does gig work full time. Mary used to sell DVDs on Amazon back in the day. I'm most definitely ready to have my car back. Jason, I bet I would. If I couldn't drive, when the day comes that I can't drive anymore, just put me out of my misery, please. Beer can. Anyone else getting the heartbreak detective discipline warning while shopping? People are looking at me like I'm nuts. Heartbreak by the seafood aisle. I haven't gotten that while shopping. I did get it going over a speed bump the other day. And I did almost miss a customer's message. This has been a few weeks ago. But I almost missed a customer's message. They sent me while shopping because I was flying from one end of the store to the other. And apparently I was going fast enough that it let the customer know that I may be driving. I thought that was funny. But I've not had the heartbreak detected while shopping. I'm gonna have to see if I can make that happen. Nina used to sell magazine clippings on eBay 20-something years ago. Made big bucks. Mary started eBay in 1998. Dang. I think that was when you could still send, money orders, cash, check, through the mail. Sounds good to me. Sean Connery movies, Steven Seagal. Ooh, some of the Sean Connery movies might be. We talking like James Bond? Or are we talking The Rock? That was a good movie. Oh, what was that? No, that wasn't Sean Connery. That was Anthony Hopkins. Never mind. That was the button lady, made buttons and sold them. Might be better than Facebook. Yeah, I didn't even. I've completely spaced up on the fees. I figured the shipping itself would be a pain. Life on the Streets says I'll be the toe. Who's the foot? Ellen, how are you doing? No, I've been an entrepreneur since the 80s. It's gonna have a totally brand new engine, all new internals. Cool. Yeah, cash on delivery. I don't do those. I have that turned off. Oh, yeah, those are cicadas. What's going on? I see some dashers doing 16-hour work days every day. It seems insane, but they make so much money, especially in good zones. I did a 14-hour day yesterday. That'll be tomorrow's video. 20 of my 27 orders were shopping orders, so it was actually a really good day. I needed it. I definitely needed it. Moving is so expensive. Even when you downsize, it's still expensive. I don't want to move again. Do not want to move again. Yeah, those darn cicada bugs are just... Drew gets it all the time shopping. Catchin had to come back just to blurb this to Mary 3 weeks ago. Driver begging me to take Winter Haven, couldn't cover. 7-hour up base pay to 250 plus. Wait, 250 plus tip? Good God. Health condition just wouldn't allow. Yeah, you guys keep catching in your thoughts. She's battling that cancer. It's what you call the middle of Lincoln, Nebraska. Bugging. Well, before the Nebraska Cornhuskers, they were actually the bug eaters, to be honest. Neighborhood Dasher, what's going on? How you doing? Nina, always good to see you. One subscriber that I have their name tattooed on me. Had. Eric says I did my first Walmart Spark curbside pickup last weekend, and when the employee handed me the last bag, handles broke. Of course, it was a glass jar of pickles. At least she got that out of the way. You hate to see it happen at all, but if it does it on the first order, you got that out of the way for the rest of the day. So much patience. I have a lot of patience. Probably a lot more than I should. David, always good to see you, man. Better get ready for bed. Work is going to be busy tomorrow. Approximately 30 to 40 cars waiting for me to check in when I get there. Well, get some rest. Always good to see you. Next live will be in Washington, probably. To all the mod nicknames, I'm not a mod, but I could go for the nickname Scooter Dasher since I dashed to DT for my neighbor and I every week. Well, there you go. Scooter Dasher. Catch it? No, bless you. Keep that head up. Stay positive. Austin, yeah, I mean, really, if you could leave, you could leave and just pretend that you're in the witness protection program. I feel like some days that would be fun. New place, new name, new identity. Nobody knows me. Then I wouldn't have YouTube. Never mind. I'd rather have YouTube. Mary says I love moving. Ryan, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Ellen, I am still in Nebraska. Leaving Sunday, as long as all goes well. I almost had an oh crap moment actually earlier today. My debit card. This is the kind of stuff that happens to me when I try to do one too many things at the same time, or in the same day. So I'm working. I'm trying to help a couple people out. My brother being one of them, and trying to work, get ready for car to get licensed tomorrow. Get stuff fixed at the bank, I had to get a new debit card because the stupid little chip on my card quit working. So I had to get a new one. And it finally showed up today. And I realized I can't cash out my DoorDash now because my old debit card number it's different than the new one. And they activated my new one. So I had to change my debit card in the DoorDash app, or the Dasher app, and they won't let you do fast pay for a week after you change your debit card information out for fast pay. So I had to sign up for Dasher Direct today. I do not want to have to do that. So, and the moment that I walked into the bank to get the new debit card, I realized, oh crap. I gotta change I didn't cash out on DoorDash first. At least from today, so. Live and learn. Oh well. I got Dasher Direct now, I guess. Yeah. Neighborhood Dasher, did you ever... I have returned... What was the alcohol order a few weeks ago? I had to return. And the store wouldn't accept it, so I let DoorDash support know that the store refused to accept it because it was alcohol and it's against the law, apparently. And so yeah, I got a free bottle at Jack Daniels. And yes, it's still unopened. Temple, what's going on, man? How you doing? Your hotel room looks nice. It is super comfortable. The seat reclines all the way back. Get into some compromising positions. Wait, I'm on YouTube. No, I'm joking. You guys know I joke about the OF thing. Oh, snap. Mom's in the chat. Hi, y'all. Just wanted to say thank you for supporting my son. Y'all are amazing. Have a great night. Aw. Thanks, Mom. Yes, my mom sneaks into the chat and leaves randomly. Mary, I don't do grocery deliveries. Take too long. The lights are too long. I don't want to have to return groceries, and I can't carry 40 packs of water up 2 flights of stairs. Very true. And you guys, really, I don't like shopping. Despite me loving to do shopping orders on DoorDash, I don't like shopping. I hate shopping. I in my head, I've turned it into a competition, and so every time I go in, it's avoid the idiots, avoid people that just decide to stand in the middle of the aisle and have a conversation with somebody they haven't seen in 3 weeks instead of trading phone numbers and going and having coffee. I just turn it into a competition. I get in, I get out as quick as I possibly can, and I do it as many times as I can. And I'm talking about shopping orders, not, yeah. I guarantee my mind wasn't the only one that went to where somebody else's mind went to. Your cicadas hatch was basically a double dash, 2 generations, just so rare. So that's why maybe know some more. Yeah, I was wondering because they were delayed, and all of a sudden it's like we got like hit double with them. Rational driver, what's going on? How you doing? Violet says mobility scooter, and DT is for Dollar Tree. Oh, Dollar Tree. Okay. My neighbors are an elderly couple and pay me with homemade cookies and coffee upon return. Hey, I like homemade cookies. Eric Berry, what's going on? Just finished moving out from one apartment to another. Hated every moment of moving, just 3 miles away. Absolutely hate moving. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm looking forward to moving, but I absolutely hate moving. I was in this place that I just moved out of for like 7 years, and you don't really realize how much crap you accumulate after 7 years. And life changes, things change. Some things mean more to you than others. Over time, we grow. Did I mention I don't like moving? Yeah, Violet had me at homemade cookies there, museum. Mary, it's okay. I was an idiot and did it to myself, but... Oh, bro, I had the same problem with my debit card. My bank disabled after I said to block a transaction. Now they can't send money to my bank daily on DoorDash. Gotta wait 7 days for the DoorDash process. Yeah, they're the only app to do that. Well, I mean, that I know of. I don't know if Grubhub does it, but... Uber? Lyft? Lyft. I cashed out today on Lyft. I tried to do the transfer to my card, and it came back and said, your bank is having trouble processing. And I'm like, oh crap, that's not the right debit card. It's the old one, not the new number. Went in, changed it, put the new number in, cashed out, boom. Like, I had to verify more information with Lyft, and they did it instantly, than DoorDash, and they want us to wait 7 days for security reasons. I don't get it. It's funny because the other apps pay you right away except DoorDash, Uber, and Lyft. It's not a joke. LOL. Your OF. Well, I could do an OF for the second channel. The travel vlog channel. Not that kind of OF. Gotta keep you on your toes. Old shoe, love shopping. How does he do it? Agreed. Shopping pays or IRL video games. It's almost IRL Grand Theft Auto. I've learned though, and you guys by a show of hands, there's 31 in here, and I know some people don't do video games. Those who do video games, I feel like we're living in one. Like the Taco Bell incident that I talked about earlier. I really feel like some of these people are just like NPCs, non-player characters. For those that don't know NPCs in video games, they're like the toys that some of us had as children, in that where you got the string in the back and you pull and they can only say like 5 different things. I feel like that's a lot of employees at restaurants now. Am I right? Am I wrong? Like, they say the same thing. It doesn't matter what you say. They're just gonna say the same thing. There's no brain activity. They just don't know anything else other than what they're programmed to say. Taco Bell employee, for instance. Well, I know what you're saying. No, I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying. I understand what you're saying. Well, no, you don't understand what I'm saying. I understand what you're saying. Like, it's a broken record. Mary, yes, my mom is awesome, and I'm not just saying that because she's in the chat. Avoid heartbreaking by the deli. I turned off my shopping orders because I have a very saturated zone of high-end restaurants. I ain't wasting my hour on shopping declines. Too much things I can't control when it's shopping. Yeah, at least in this market, if I didn't have shopping orders, I would be spending half my day at McDonald's for $3. Moving teaches you to be a minimalist. And Austin, to be honest, I thought I was a minimalist before. I've never really needed a whole lot just to get by. When it comes down to it, if I want, would I like a gift from somebody or somebody's time? I'll take somebody's time. You know, it's kind of how I've always been. It's like, oh, I don't want gifts. I want time, you know, with certain people. So that's just kind of how I've always been, kind of minimalistic on that. Thank you, Amy. Beer Can says, agreed, he's a good kid. I'm doing a live here, Lexus driver. Stop. People also in this town driving with their brights on. Like, do we have that many blind people driving? What was I saying? Oh, semi-retired, almost 60-year-old Dasher, and Charlie inspires me to keep the old work ethic in tune. Well, I appreciate that, Beer Can. And yeah, I gotta get out to I gotta get out to your neck of the woods. Let's go drink a Sam Adams with Sam Adams. I mean, I got Sam Adams' flag on my arm. Bro, it sucks. We're all gonna die one day. Yeah, we are. But from one of my top 5 favorite movies of all time, Get Busy Living or Get Busy Dying. I'd rather be when I get to 80 years old, I don't want to look back and have regrets of things that I could have done or should have done or would have done. I want to look back and go, I got to do and see a lot of cool stuff. I got to know a lot of amazing people, and if I can change one person's day or make a difference in one person's life, and it's all worth it. I just wish I had a beer named after me, so when somebody 100 years from now visits my grave, they could have a beer with me. Mary says, and thank you, Amy, champion, for moving already. Mary says, I guess I mean to say that other apps don't make you pay to get your money daily. That is true. I mean, you can cash out. Well, like Lyft, I think it's like 85 cents. I don't get DoorDash. All of the other apps, if it's always been like 75 cents or 85 cents, which is one thing. Like if you need to do that, or you want to do that, like technically it's a business expense, so you can write that off. It's part of the fees. But DoorDash coming out going $1.99. Like, DoorDash, what are you smoking? Even today, right now, right this moment, if you were to cash out, do an instant cash out on Lyft, your fee to cash out is 85 cents. DoorDash, for some reason, goes $1.99. Spark pays immediately, just get their little one card, which is not a big deal. Yeah, I just didn't really want to get the whole do the Dasher Direct thing, but I have it now. Have trouble with DoorDash support. I haven't had trouble with Spark yet. Don't jinx it, Mary. Ryan says, yeah, so many NPCs. I'm glad I'm not the only one that's noticed that. You just go into places and you look at some employees and it's like, there's nobody home. The elevator does not go to the top floor. There are a couple jacks off of a full deck. Michael, appreciate it. How you doing, man? Yeah, I definitely worked a lot last week. And then I said I wasn't going to do it again this week, and I worked 14 hours yesterday, so drinking a nice growler IPA beer from the poorhouse. I like that get busy living or busy dying. It's like saying eat to live, not live to eat. And feeding yourself just isn't, the physical act of feeding yourself. Mental growth, emotional growth is a good thing. I have a lot of audiobooks that I listen to. My life, actually, I used to have a very different outlook on life, a very different mindset, and then one day I pulled my head out of my butt, and I've been happier ever since. It's been good. Mary, well, I appreciate that. I traveled and did what I wanted. Absolutely agree. Yes, my mom has been on the countdown for a while. Uber's starting to charge $2. Huh. Uber Eats $1.25. So Uber's ramping it up. Yeah, Lyft is still 80, or Lyft used to be 70, I think 75 cents. No, when I first started, it was 50 cents. And then after the great toilet paper shortage of 2020, they went up to 75 cents. And then I think sometime in the last year, they went up another dime. But, 85 cents, I get it. I don't think they're actually making money on it. They're just having you pay the transaction fee so they don't have to. Mom saw Spark Pay reserve space at Walmart today. Is it on the side where the pharmacy's at? $44 Unda, how you doing? Do I look tired? I am a little tired. 72 hours last week, and then I worked 14 hours yesterday, and I worked another... How many hours did I work today? Six and a half. I had to go to the bank and I had to get stuff done, and it was slow anyway. No, yeah, I've worked about six and a half hours. So, just a little tired, but I'm already in my bed. I'm car camping, guys. Let's not make this awkward. And this tea is not that sweet. Somebody put like half a cup of sugar in there instead of one full cup. Uh, 14 hours equals minimum of 300 or your zone sucks. Well, considering I did 20 shopping orders yesterday out of 27 deliveries, plus another 5 or 6 rides, whatever it was, on Lyft. Yeah, we did break 300. That was going from 8:30 a.m. till 10:30 p.m. I'm probably only going to do that one more. I might do one or... How many days do I have left at work? 4? I say 4. I'm leaving on Sunday, so tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, 4. I can do 2 more 14-hour days. Yeah, why not? I'm in my car. What else do I have to do? Ryan says only allowed to dash 12 hours per 24-hour window in California. And that's why nobody's got money in California. I'm joking. I'm not going that route, but yeah, that's crap. I was just fine working 14 hours yesterday. Ellen's parents would love if she moved back to California. Just so expensive, but I feel bad because they're in their 80s. Move him to Vegas. Oh, it's on the grocery side? Okay. Rest in peace for people in New York, LA, or California. My condolences. Okay, what did I miss? Cobra, what's going on? Do you have to take a break? You cannot work. You cannot work more than 12 hours a day. In Nebraska, I can. Rational drivers done 36 hours straight a couple of times. I mean, Uber, I think the government itself cracked down on Uber. You can only drive. Can I even look at it? I don't know if I can. Let's see. Used to be able to see. Be able to see drive time. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, Uber rideshare itself, you can't drive more than 12 hours in a 24-hour period, but I think it resets at like 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. So seems like it's a California and federal government thing, as far as rideshare goes. If it's not the gig apps telling you how to do stuff, that's the government. St. Louis, Detroit. It's like any job, especially like truck drivers, you have to take a break. There is a huge difference, though, between driving an 80,000 pound vehicle, tractor trailer, and a 2,000 pound car. Well, you're in the right parking spot for the morning for breakfast. Yeah. Oh, definitely sleep. Definitely, if it's sleeping at Cracker Barrel, I got good food. I got good breakfast. Curious question by rideshare. Are you drivers allowed to help those like with manual wheelchairs getting out if needed, as well as towing the wheelchair? Yeah. I mean, I think it's the right thing to do. I think it's the polite thing to do. Violet, if you saw some of the Uber and Lyft drivers in this town, you'd also call it rude share. It's okay. Yeah, I don't. Mary says I help my customers when I do rideshare. Yeah, heck, I've had people in the past that I've picked up from them doing their own grocery shopping, and I'll help them carry their groceries up to their house. Depends on the person and if they're nice or not. I'm joking. Generally, I'll help them if they're wheelchair, walker. If they obviously need help. Um, Cobra, you're going to get caught in time. I don't think the gig apps really care how much I drive. The more I drive, the more deliveries I take, the more money they make. So I don't think the gig companies really give two craps about it. If anything, it would be the government telling them that they need to change the rules and how much they allow us to work. Which would be another reason to say we're not independent contractors or self-employed, we're employees. Dash time and active time are different for the laws, I think. They are. And like technically you could be online on Uber more than 12 hours. It only counts with rides and that. Grandma got that supercharger on that hover round. Thing one, what are you drinking? Ryan, it's state to state. Yeah, I think it's state to state. You have these apps that are these 12-hour laws are BS. Exactly. And they're enforced under Uber, under Lyft, under DoorDash. But I know back when I was doing rideshare full time, I knew quite a few people that would go out. They would max, especially on a Husker football Saturday or that weekend. They're maxing out their hours on one app, and as soon as they're maxed out, they're switching over to the other app and maxing those out. So work for 36 hours per 24-hour day. If only I could fit that much time into that much time, that'd be nice. Stardashians! How's it going? I look tired. I really must look. I'm really not that tired. But, and I'm not taking any offense to this, so don't take any offense. You're like the fourth or fifth person this live to tell me I look tired. I'm really okay though. Or I'm just completely high on life right now. I don't. Am I tired? Yeah, I could probably go to sleep pretty quickly, but 72 hours, like I said earlier, 72 hours last week, 14 hours yesterday, another 6.5, 7 hours, I think, probably today. I didn't even look at how much I was on Lyft. Running errands, bank, getting the car ready to license tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, yes, I'm a little tired. I probably am not. I don't feel as tired as I probably look, though. Duckman, what's going on? Long time no see. I will be in the Vancouver battleground area. So, southwestern Washington. Ryan, I dash on a unicycle. Lots of weird looks on the freeway. Is it a motorized unicycle? Be cooler if it was. Multi-apping is godlike, but it's kind of annoying. Multi-apping while driving, that's why people use two phones. Yeah, I don't, I multi-app within reason. Like, within reason. I'm not gonna multi-app to the point that, I tank my AR on DoorDash and I tank my acceptance rate on Lyft and I can't get anything. But no, if I get a DoorDash, I go. It's easier to it's easier to turn off Uber and Lyft and turn it right back on than it is to pause your dash. So if I get a DoorDash, I will go offline on Uber or on Lyft, and then as I'm within like usually about 3 minutes from dropping off the DoorDash, I'll turn Lyft back on and might snag a ride. And if I get a ride, I'll pause the DoorDash app before I go drop that order. Get that order dropped off, and then yeah. How do I feel about Dashers delivering food in flip flops? Like I wear flip flops, but generally not when I'm dashing. And I mean, we're walking in onto people's driveways. I guarantee we've all accidentally kicked a curb getting out of the car or getting into the car or walking up to somebody's driveway or unloading groceries or unloading food or whatever. We've all kicked a curb. This is gonna hurt. Like I'm honest, it's gonna hurt like hell if you're wearing flip flops and you hit the wrong curb. You hit the corner where there's a crack. You could split a toe open. Just safety reasons alone, I feel like it would be best just to wear shoes. Rational drivers got the right idea though. Drive barefoot. If you're wearing flip flops, I definitely recommend driving barefoot. But like to each their own. I feel like flip flops. I don't know. I'd probably have a hard time, like in Florida, wearing shoes. But I would say I personally, if I had to choose between what's more unprofessional, flip flops or pajama bottoms, lounge pants, I'm going with lounge pants. If you're walking in with your Naruto lounge pants to pick up a DoorDash order and it looks like you just rolled out of bed, I'd rather you have I'd be more okay if you were wearing like a polo shirt or even a t-shirt and some khaki shorts and flip-flops. Like just as long as you look somewhat professional. If you look like you just rolled out of bed though, and we've all seen it. We've all had dashers that have walked into the same restaurant that we're in, and they're wearing those foofy, furry lounge pants, and it's like, you gonna get dressed today? But that's my opinion on it. Or step in dog crap, yeah. I will pretend that I didn't see that somebody wears socks with their sandals. I'm joking, rational driver. I'm joking. It's really comfortable. I do catering, so going into office space with flip flops is unprofessional for sure. Oh, I definitely get. You gotta. Polo shirt, blue jeans, no one looks at your feet. Shawshank Redemption reference. I like it. Snacky, what's going on? Ryan wears a Speedo and a top hat when I deliver. Is that so you can, like, carry an extra bag of groceries or what? Yeah, I went there. I feel like I missed somebody's comment. In fact, I know I did. Mary says don't do luggage, but I do open the hatchback for them. I've helped load somebody's luggage, but again, generally if it's an elderly person. Mary lives in sandals. Well, I hope you don't sleep in them. It's really comfortable being that I live out of my car 3 or 4 days a week. It's optimal. No, that makes sense. Duckman, that was the comment. A lot of drivers from Van go down to Portland. It annoyed me so bad when I was in Portland. When I was out doing DoorDash, I did a couple days when I was dashing in Vancouver. It was good. I don't know why anybody would go from Vancouver to Portland to DoorDash. Like, just from my experience dashing in Vancouver, the orders were good. So I don't know why. When I was in the Coast Guard in San Diego, I went into the bar across the street in Little Italy City and was wearing Speedos and shoes that are gloves on your feet. Got drunk, woke up in jail. Okay, thought experience, delivering to a nudist colony. Your thoughts? Be very specific when asking for a tip. In fact, Violet, I'm screenshotting that. I'm gonna use that as a question in a video. Yes, be very careful when asking for a tip. That would be my main thought on delivering to a nudist colony. Still renovating the RV, but we're definitely getting there. Snacky, I can't help but think of the movie RV with Robin Williams anytime I think of an RV. Mary asks, what the heck is he delivering in a Speedo and a top hat? Planters peanuts. Violet, I work the shore with today's dress culture. It's basically a nudist, says Rational Driver. Yeah, some of the stuff that I've seen some people wear, I'm pretty sure Victoria's Secret is gonna go out of business at some point because the secret's out of the bag. Oh, Snaggy, yes, I loved RV. Basically anything with Robin Williams in it. What's crazy that I just found out a couple months ago was that the actress that played Robin Williams' wife in the movie is actually married to RFK Jr. So I was like, wow. You want a tip? Make sure you copy and paste a text from your text app on your phone with And your DoorDash customer text of some crazy customer service smooth brain words. When I'm driving in nature, I forget I'm delivering. You know, lately I just throw a movie on. There's so many free movies on YouTube. I'll throw a movie on, and it's usually a movie that I've already seen, but helps pass the time. It's sometimes difficult to drive noticing the scenery. Yeah. Guys, alright, it is 10 o'clock. Yours truly has to finish editing video and have a Discord where we chat while we work. Andrew's back, had to charge phone. Ryan says have a nice nap and see you soon. It does feel like a nap. What's going on, Andrew? Yeah, I gotta go finish editing. But before I do, look, I was gone at 8:45. No, Andrew, I'm gonna do it. But still got 23 people in here. Okay, yeah, no, I'm tired. Have you moved yet? No, Snacky. Leaving on Sunday. The plan's to leave on Sunday. I gotta get the car license tomorrow. Plates and tabs and all that fun crap. Violet, yes. It is 11 o'clock on the East Coast. Rational driver. Yeah, I have squirrel thoughts all the time. I really do. Yeah, I've got way too many squirrel thoughts. My brain is fried. And this is the most unsweet sweet tea I've ever had. Yeah. I think your tire's flat. Sounds like a flat tire. Brian, new sub here. Good stuff on your channel. Appreciate it, Brian. How you doing? Andrew, McDonald's is best. Andrew. That is McDonald's. And it's not sweet. Not even remotely. I think they mixed up and put it half sweet, half unsweet in there. Usually the sweet tea is like, whoa. It's like Red Bull. But yeah, at least they cook. At least the food was fully cooked. I don't eat out, or I don't eat McDonald's that often. I think they're the last beacon of what fast food is, because most other places it is definitely not fast. Sometimes it's not food. I never drink sugar, it leads to brain fog. Yeah, man, I've had to cut back on certain things because I swear, some things that I used to drink or used to eat had a lot less sugar in them than they do now. There was something, I can't remember what it is, I picked up yesterday. It was a drink. But I picked, what was it? It was a Mountain Dew. It was a Mountain Dew. And all of a sudden I flipped over and it said it was like, with the added sugar, it was like 110% of the daily value of sugar. I'm like, in one drink? Like, they're just jacking up the sugar content and everything. I go down I could have a whole conspiracy theory channel. That might be an option at some point. I don't know. If I do, it'll be faceless, so nobody knows it's me. Till I made a Ray Charles joke, and then everybody would know that it's me. You're only supposed to consume a couple teaspoons a day. One, it doesn't help that you got... Here I go down that rabbit hole. It doesn't help that you have high fructose corn syrup, sugar, all these other sugars and sugar syrups and sugar alcohols all put into everything. Yeah. Andrew, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a comment. I'll let you know. I want to try to at least do a pinned comment. So if anybody wants to help you out, either Venmo or probably Venmo would be best, because the GoFundMe, I think they take a certain percentage out. At least Venmo, somebody sends you $5, you get $5, not $2.50, $3. Corn syrup's a cheap sweetener. Yeah. Sweet sounds good. It is within reason. Like, if... Yeah, I'm going to go down a rabbit hole that I'd be up until like 2 a.m. No, it's good to see you. Yeah, I got to go finish editing video, guys. Otherwise, I won't have a video tomorrow. There'll be a cliffhanger about Taco Bell. You guys will see that Friday. I'm going to jump off here, though, because if I don't, I'm going to go down a rabbit hole that is going to get me in trouble. So, appreciate you guys for hanging out, as always. We will be back next Tuesday live from... No, we're going to be live at some point on Sunday. I'm going to live stream part of the drive out. So, I will get that figured out. I'll have to try to figure out where I will and where I won't have cell phone service. So, Brian, good to see you. Welcome to the channel. Mary, Andrew, Rational Driver, Knox, Amy. Oh, I know, Knox, you're here for all the rabbit holes. That ended up being a podcast. You guys all have a great night. You're going to get me in trouble with myself. Snacky, have a good night. Be safe. Watch out for the weirdos. They're everywhere. Jason, have a great night, man.